are you guys doing? So this video is for all of you guys who have been following my journey on The Voice of Greece. I have officially been done with the battles round. And it was a very exciting time and stressful at the same time. The episode aired on Sunday, and a lot of you have been asking me questions about exactly what did the coaches say, since it's all in Greek. Some of you don't understand. So here I am today making another translation video for you guys so I can explain everything that went down and what exactly the coaches said. If you have not seen the clip yet, I highly suggest that you click on this link right here, and that will direct you to the clip so you can see the whole battles. Well, my episode at least, the battle. And then up here, if you click on this link here, it will direct you to the other video that will actually have what happened after the battle. And you'll see the coaches talking. And even though you don't understand Greek, that may give you at least a chance to see the facial expressions and all that stuff and kind of get more in touch with who's who and get the vibe at least of the room and what happened. Anyways, and then come back here, of course, to watch this video so I can thoroughly explain to you everything that was said. So now that you watched the clip with the battle, when we're done with the song, the host comes out and directs his attention to Melina, and he says, "Melina, you have a good team." And then she said, "Oh my gosh, yes, very good team. I love it. I'm just loving it." Despina Vanvi was the first one to speak and give her feedback. She basically said that, first of all, in the first half of the song, she completely was lost and daydreaming of her younger days because the song just completely reminded her of that. She really enjoyed our performance. She really liked our energy, and she thought that we both did very well with the song. However, she did end up choosing that Anastasia did a better job, as she thought that Anastasia sat in the song better, basically that she sang it better. She felt like her voice was more tuned in to the song, and that she liked her pronunciation better as well. Up next was Michalis, who actually thought that we both did equally well. He really liked both of us. He thought that it was a very hard battle, and that he himself is having a very hard time to choose who he thought did a better job. He commented that he really liked how I was kind of like in my own world and, you know, performing the way I performed on stage. But he did really enjoy Anastasia as well. But because he had to pick somebody, he felt like he would just base it off the aura or the vibe that he's getting, and he ended up choosing me. Next is Adonis Remos, who, if you guys watched the blind audition, you'll remember I explained that my father used to play bass with Adonis a very long time ago. And at that time, I was 12, 13 years old, like somewhere there between 12 and 14, not any older than that. And quite often, when my dad was playing and touring with Adonis, Adonis would just get me on stage because he knew that I loved to sing, and he would get me on stage, and I was like this cute little curly hair girl, and I sang this duet that he had at the time that was a hit, and I sang this duet with him. So anyway, so the host, now coming to the battles, the host goes to, you know, pays attention to Adonis and says, "So Adonis, you actually know Electra?" And Adonis said, "Yes, I actually do know Electra since she was a little girl because her father used to work with me. But other than that, he felt that we both, again, gave a very equally good performance. We sounded very well. Both of us sounded very well. But he felt, he felt that my presence on stage is really strong, and that it almost feels like I'm at home. I'm so comfortable on stage, and that it's something that's very natural for me, and that I was basically born to do that." And he really recognized that, and he really liked it. And as an audience, when he sees that, when he saw my performance, he can just tell how much I loved doing this, and he just really enjoyed that. And he also commented that he goes, I know, you know, how hard I've worked throughout the years and how persistent I am and determined to succeed. And he basically said that he would choose me. And last, our coach Melina, whose opinion matters most for this round at least. It was her turn to speak. She basically said that she enjoyed both of us very much. She recognized an improvement throughout the whole process on both of our sides, for both Anastasia and myself. She really enjoys watching me perform. She felt again that that the stage is basically something very natural for me, that I'm a very good performer, and she really appreciates that. But for this battle, she actually felt that Anastasia was better and that she sang it better. So she ended up choosing Anastasia, and I ended up losing the battle. But there is the stealing factor. And before I walked off stage, the host turns to me basically and says, so Electra, what are you going to do now? You're going to go, are you going to go back to the States because you live in Los Angeles? Are you going to go back to the States? Are you going to stay in Greece? Or are you going to forget about Greece? And I basically responded saying, I am going to return to the States, but I'm not going to forget about Greece. I'm just going to continue with different ways to try to introduce myself and my music to the Greek people. And then there's a part that actually got cut out. And I'm so mad about this because this was like my fighting moment. I was fighting for my life and they cut it out. So what happened? Then the host actually asked me, he says, so what are you going to do? What kind of ways are you going to try to introduce yourself to the Greek people? And I basically answered by singing a cappella, Feeling Good, like 2 sentences of Feeling Good. And it was like birds flying high and so on. So anyway, so I sang that and the whole crowd just went crazy. And honestly, what was going through my mind at that moment was I need to try to get somebody to press that button and steal me so I can continue on the show. So I was really fighting for my life. And plus, I mean, you know, I wanted to show everybody how determined I am and how passionate I am for singing. So they cut that out, I'm assuming because of time purposes, but I was really bummed out that they cut that out. Anyways, so what you are seeing now is that after he asked me that question and I answer, I'm basically walking off stage. And as I walk off stage, right before I exit the door, Adonis Ramos presses the button and steals me. And because of him, I am still on the show. So that is basically what happened. And I'm very happy for that, I have to say, and I so appreciate what Adonis did for me. Then basically the host said, well, what's going on? So did you save her because there's more of an emotional factor because you know her? And then Adonis said, he goes, listen, first of all, every person, every singer that is in this competition deserves to stay. And even though I know Electra, I also do know how hard she's worked throughout the years and how passionate she is about singing and how she constantly is chasing her dreams and she never stops. So that is extremely important. And plus she deserves to be in this competition. So the least I could do is give her a second chance. And then I basically said, thank you very much, walked off stage and went and met my mom, my cousin, and my friend at the family room and cried. Anyways, there you guys have it. That is the translation, exactly what went down at the battles, plus things that got cut out that most people did not see. If you wish to follow me, to continue following my journey, I highly suggest that you subscribe to my email, and you can do that by simply emailing me at the email address that I have provided in the comment box. You can also follow me, of course, on social media such as Facebook and Instagram, and I will be informing you all about how you can vote for me during the live shows for all of you that are outside of Greece. You can vote online. So I will be providing all that information very, very soon. So please, please, please keep in touch. We are now officially entering the live shows, and there's nothing more exciting than that. But what's most important is that I actually need the support and love from as many people as possible, because this is basically now turning into the popularity contest and not really a TV singing talent show. So I will obviously put 130 and 200% of myself to try to perform as good as possible and sing the heck out of any song that will be assigned to me. But other than that, I do need the love and support from all of you guys, because I need your votes to try to keep me on the show as much as possible. So again, I will be informing you all about how to do that. So please keep in touch. Facebook, Instagram, just click on all the links that are below. You can subscribe to my channel here. And that's it. This is Electra from The Voice of Greece.